Good morning everyone. Today, we are going to discuss about the characteristics of quantitative research. First, it is objective, not subjective. In quantitative research, researchers tend to remain objectively separated from the subject matter. This is because quantitative research is objective in approach in the sense that it only seeks precise measurements and analysis of target concepts to answer his inquiry. Precision and accuracy of measurement and analysis is the target of the concepts. The term precision also refers to the degree to which several measurements of the same subject show the same or similar results. In this regard, precision is closely related to reliability. The closer the results of measurements, the more precise the object measurement is. Measurement with high precision is very likely to produce the same and predictive results. Intuitions and guesses is not practiced or used in developing conclusions or solution to a problem. In making quantitative research, we should not base their results or conclusions in speculations and predictions.
Research questions are clearly defined familiarity of the topic of the research have to be more focused so that it will be clear to the readers, and researcher have to be advised in what he is looking for. Research questions have to be precise and clear for which object. Answers are set. All phases of the study are carefully designed before data are gathered. In doing a research, in order to create facts and draw new conclusions, you must increase or expand your understanding to the topic or issue that you haven't chosen. A research must be explicit on what subject or object you are trying to research about, so that you will come up with the right questions before you gather data that you need for your topic research.
Research instrument is clearly structured. The instrument of the study is well organized and planned, and with different dimensions and scales. It is structured research tool like questionnaires or checklists. It is also enabled to gather or collect measurable characteristics of the population like age, socioeconomic status, number of children, among others. In quantitative, the instrument is independent of the research team and it's structured so it collects valid and reliable data. A survey, questionnaire, or text exist separately from the members of the research team and can collect specific data on a topic. Sometimes, you'll see the term instrumentation.
Numerical presentation of data. Data are organized and presented in the form of numbers and statistics. It also presented in the form of tables, charts, graphs, and figures that consolidate large numbers of data to show trends, relationships, and difference among variables. It is a result of number of data that organized in a table or charts.
For further explanation, numerical presentation of data outlines the role of text, tables, graphs, and charts as formats for presenting numerical data, and it focuses on issues that should be addressed when presenting numerical data for different audiences, and highlights ways that will that will maximize the impact of such data and ensure that they are easy to read and interpret.
Large sample sizes. The greater the sample sizes, the more reliable data analysis. This is to avoid biases in interpreting the results. It also requires normal population distribution curve. A minimum of 20% of the population can be used as respondents of a research. It from that characteristic of quantitative research, it emphasized that if the research has a relational survey design, the sample size should not be less than 30. Casual, comparative, and experimental studies require more than 50 samples. In survey research, 100 samples should be identified for each major subgroup in the population and between 20 to 50 samples for each minor subgroup. Why is it large sample sizes is important? What is the importance of sample sizes? Sample sizes refers to the number of participants or observations included in a study. The size of sample influences two statistical properties. Number one, the precision of our estimates, and number two, the power of the study to draw conclusions.
Replicated but not duplicate. Reliable quantitative studies can be replicated or repeated but not duplicated to verify or confirm the correctness of 5 of the results in another setting. On a follow-up study, even using a similar sample will not show duplicate results. When findings are replicated, even with quantitative studies, the results are never identical. Validity of the findings may eliminate the possibility of spurious conclusions. Method can be repeated to verify findings in another setting, thus strengthen and reinforcing validity of findings, eliminating the possibility of spurious conclusions. Data can be used to predict future outcomes or forecast through complex mathematical calculations, and with the aid of computers and formulated formulas, scenarios can be predicting future results. Quantitative forecasting models are used to forecast future data as a function of past data. They are appropriate to use when past numerical data is available and when it is reasonable to assume that some of the patterns in the data are expected to continue into the future.
The first, data can be used to verify existing and develop new ideas. Data can be completely having facts that to develop new concepts. Because when you having the data collected, this will be enough that having complete information. The second, a research can validate an existing fact. This will be existing facts because he already have a facts that help the researcher to take easy conduct data collected. The third, in some cases, research can be used to develop and new ideas needed to make life more comfortable. This will be a big help that every researcher needs to make easy in following the guideline in way of researching, so that makes their life comfort.
And that's all for today. Thank you for listening.